Hey guys, Greg with planetgreenzen.com here, and thank you guys for tuning in today. Some of you guys may have really good ears and actually can hear the rain in the background. So it's raining here, it feels amazing outside. So I kind of like the rain in the background, so I'm keeping it in this audio blog. So again, for those of you who are just joining, my name is Greg and I have a blog called planetgreenzen.com. Check it out sometime. Also, thank you for joining my YouTube channel, Planet Green Zen. If you like what I do here, if you like the messages I'm sending out to the universe, please subscribe, please share, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. It actually helps out greatly. So what I like to do on this channel, again, for those of you who've never been on here, is I like to help the world mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and socially. I like to call it a holistic yin-yang balance. I do believe in, is my personal opinion, that if you do have those 5 areas of your life balanced, then you will create a life of greatness, meaning and abundance. And you also can help other people do the same thing just by changing your mindset, and then you will attract what you want in life. So anyways, going on. So today's audio blog is actually on the legendary, the great Earl Nightingale. You guys have never heard of Earl Nightingale, highly recommend check him out. Plenty of YouTube videos of him on YouTube and a lot of audios, but he was a really great man. So what I'm doing today is actually focused on a lot of things that he covered just by me listening to a lot of his audios on YouTube. I kind of just took some notes a while back. So what I wanted to do is kind of present these notes in the audio form just to pass it on to you guys. So again, hopefully it makes sense. So these are, again, all in note form. So I'm just kind of going to go down my notes to look at this to see what, how it flows. I haven't actually researched this ahead of time or did any type of pre-audio, but let's just go for it. So again, this is with Earl Nightingale. He says, only 10% of people 65 and up will have enough savings to live out the rest of their lives, while the other 90% will have to be, greeters at Walmart, flip fries. Not saying those are bad, but again, that's not a great number, guys. Only 10%, I always repeat that, only 10% of people 65 and up will have enough savings to live out the rest of their lives, while the other 90% will still have to go back to work. Now, this isn't saying anything's wrong with that, but if you are doing it just because you have no other choice versus doing it because you are bored and want to get out of the house, something is wrong with that picture. He also says conduct a survey. Now, this was back in like the 50s where with the people you know and strangers, ask them 2 questions. Number 1, what are you doing presently now to increase your income? Second question is, how much do you plan to be worth by the time you are 65? And if people give you a blank stare in their face, thank them and just move on to the next person, because most people never ask themselves those questions. So again, think about that, guys. You will find out that most people aren't set up where they want to be or have anywhere near the financial freedom or access that they need as well. So they seldomly ever think about this and construct any type of ways and ideas to actually help them get to where they want to be. And the reason it's so easy to earn far beyond most people is because very few are going about it in the right way. This is the race without even enough contestants to compete against. And the few that are in the race all can be winners, whether some finished 1, 2, 3 years ahead of each other. They're all finishing in cross line. They all are success. So again, think about that, guys. The one who finishes last isn't last because he's still financially free and secure, versus the person who isn't even trying or even in the race, can't even compete. So again, just never stop, never gave up, kept pushing forward. That last person that crossed the finish line, they just kept going and going and going, even when they wanted to quit. The key to success is not failure, it's quitting. People who earn large incomes aren't crooks or more intelligent or lucky or more talented than their friends or neighbors, nor are they any, or do they not have access to more information than anyone else? Again, guys, we live in the year 2018. We have access to information that everybody else has access to. Well, most of us, and most information, but again, we can use that to our advantage now. There isn't any ancient secrets or anything that we don't know. All this talk about financial freedom, building assets versus liabilities, is all out in the open, guys. Just got to start listening. Most people earn big incomes today start as you and I did. The only difference is the men and women who earn big incomes that, compared to those who are struggling financially, is that the ones who earn big income decided to earn more. And they're the people who've made it their business to actually earn more. Now, look at it from this perspective, guys. A person who does not think about building a computer because he or she doesn't know how to or doesn't think about doing it will never think about looking up instructions on how to build a computer. With the decision on building a computer, there is no motivation to research and educate oneself on how to do so. So a person that never decides to earn more money will never think about how to earn more money. That's powerful, guys. And the rules of how, earning money as well. So how to earn more money, and then look up the rules on how to get more money and the steps you need to take to do that. People do what they make their minds up to do. Just think about that, guys. So get rid of the ancient superstition once and for all, that people who are earning big money are special people or lucky, are more talented or had more money to begin with, or knew someone who gave them money, or are smarter or anything else. These are alibis that can be disproven 1,000 times. The reason these myths are around is because people who fail to exercise their own personal initiative are too selfish to admit that, and they really didn't try, and they keep trying, didn't try and never tried at all. And then they, just told other people that to not try it, or want other people to kind of stick with them because they, again, just didn't pursue their own greatness. Opinions and rumors spread like a disease. Again, like, what is his name? I can't think of his name right now. It'll come to me. But again, that was a famous quote. I have another audio blog called Opinions, and you definitely need to check that out. Andrew Carnegie, that's who I was looking for. So just look up that regarding the opinions of others. It's very powerful. Now, guys, the mind has access to infinite intelligence. Ever heard of the saying, the sky is the limit? Who has decided that? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Now look at what happens when we tap into infinite intelligence of the universe. We are presented with information, ideas that will change and revolutionize the world. The sky isn't the limit anymore, or even our solar system. That's crazy to think about. Most people resist the useful knowledge that is being poured into their minds. You ever see an idea that you have thought about and then go to the store the next day and it's actually there sitting on the shelves? Again, that was infinite intelligence pouring onto you first. But then since you did not take action, it put it into someone else's mind. And then that person took action, and now look what happened. So again, guys, I just really hope you guys are really understanding what I'm trying to say here. The universe has an abundance of intellect, almost like a surplus of it. And there's enough of it for everyone on this planet to tap into it and live the lives that we are all meant to live. Free, wealthy, healthy, wise, and in peace. But again, people are so conditioned and programmed to ignore these thoughts and categorize themselves as stupid or not worth pursuing that they just don't even try. We can either listen to those qualified teachers, or we can go along with those ancient roadblocks that we get from other people who don't know any better any more than we do. Like Bob Proctor said, guys, just like a pilot who has a checklist that goes on every time before he takes off and lands, he doesn't rely on memory. So if a pilot that can, be flying for 20, 30 years always uses a checklist every day when they fly, why can't we do the same? Again, they don't rely on memory. Living successful is as important as flying an airplane, and because of this, I believe that all of us needs to use the checklist like a blueprint to keep us on our toes and on check, to make sure we do our daily habits to get us to where we need to be, because it's easy to fall off, to get demotivated, get stressed out, get tired, and not do what you need to do. There's a saying that I like to live by. It's easy to do the wrong thing and hard to do the right thing. So it's easy to go home after work because you're tired, just to sit down and watch TV and go to sleep. But it's hard to actually go out and make a difference and connect with people and learn and educate yourself, go to workshops, seminars, all that stuff. That's the hard thing to do that most people do not. Again, guys, we all need a checklist before we get about our day in the morning, before we recharge our internal batteries at night. Think about it. You made it a habit to yourself, hopefully, to brush your teeth in the morning and take showers, where you don't really think about it too much anymore because you have to do it and you don't feel right if you don't do it. Use that same type of mindset when it comes to becoming successful. It doesn't feel right when you don't do your daily habits to get you to where you need to be. So again, get yourself to reprogram your paradigm. Fix your checklist on your bathroom mirror and stare at it in the mornings and when you get up, and at night before you go to bed, and go over it each item every day, and think about what each one represents. Our rewards in life will always be in exact proportion to our contributions and service. That's what everyone always says. The only thing about a person that takes him, that makes him a man, or, only thing that makes a person is their mind. Everything else you can find in a horse or a pig. The key to every human being's success lies in the mind. One idea can make you rich. Ideas can move you up in the work you do. And guess what? Ideas are free. There's nothing now being done commercially that will not be done better or not be done better or much better in the years ahead. In the next year's homes, what we have in them that's better than last year's homes. Same with cars, watches, shoes, teacups, etc. Even selling and advertising will be done better. Think about every improvement, every innovation that started in someone's mind and then they manifest it into reality. So again, you can decide to pursue your ideas and make them reality. Think about it. You can blindfold a person, put them in a car, drive them downtown and sit them in the middle of the street, take off the blindfold, and they wouldn't even know where they are because most places that look the same, like downtown areas, I should say. You won't even know what city unless it has some type of, there's a few exceptions to that rule. But do you know why that is? Because everyone wants to look just like everyone else, every building, every street. And the reason this still holds today is because people in this country are still playing the game follow the follower. Because most people have been playing copycat since they were 1 year old and continue to do it to this day. Increase your contributions and services in order to increase income. Whatever you do now for a living will be done differently in the future. Just remember that, guys. So again, like the old saying, please dig your well before you're thirsty, because if you wait, you may just slip between the cracks and not know what happened. Again, guys, this is Greg with PlanetGreenZen.com. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel. If you like this audio blog or, again, give me tips on how to improve, please share, please comment, please subscribe. And hopefully this brought some value to you guys so you can go out and make a difference and change your paradigm. Okay, well, thank you guys and have a great day.